Congratulations.
Do you like the new song?
No, but you know.
You don't like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great about it?
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so, oh man.
It's good.
So yeah, there's something going on that you ain't telling us about,
it's
bro.
It's good in what? A nostalgic value of it.
You don't think Ace Trumpets is hard?
I don't believe them. Oh. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to downplay nobody's craft.
Pusha T or Malice?
To keep it a buck, I'm gonna go with Pusha T. So we're not gonna drink to them.
Jim Jones really woke up and chose chaos, picking fights with not one, not two, but three hip-hop giants: Nas, Pusha T, and no Malice. And let's just say, that move is backfiring loudly. Instead of scoring points, he's finding out the hard way that you don't just come at legends like it's nothing. What he thought was just a little opinion turned out to be the spark for one of the coldest comebacks hip-hop has seen in a long time. People quickly realized he didn't just diss anyone, he might have accidentally brought the clips back together. It all started when Jim decided to claim that Nas wasn't relevant anymore. That one line? It spiraled fast. Now we've got lyrical shots flying everywhere, and they hit all the way to the front row of Paris Fashion Week, where Pharrell, Beyonce, and Jay-Z were sitting front and center. It's like a movie, and Jim's stuck right in the middle of it. And just when you think it couldn't get messier, here comes a twist. This is the same guy who said Pusha T's music never meant anything to him. Now, he's literally becoming part of Clips' return storyline. Harlem probably held its breath the second Jim said it out loud. And that's when everything shifted.
My son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Jim went straight for Nas's legacy. No warning, no filter. He dragged the man's entire career into the spotlight and claimed it wasn't even memorable enough for the next generation to care about. And believe it or not, that wasn't even the wildest thing he said that week. Jim didn't just make one comment and keep it moving. Nah, he ran with it. He laughed, repeated it, and kept doubling down across every mic he could find. The Breakfast Club, Bag Fuel, Nightcap with Shannon Sharp, random street interviews, live streams. He turned it into a full-blown campaign. Then came the real shocker. He tried to clean it up by saying he was just being honest as a fan. But right after that, he went even further. On Bag Fuel, Jim didn't just diss Nas, he flipped the whole script. He claimed he's the reason Nas is going viral again. According to him, nobody was talking about Nas like this in years, not since Ether. And yep, Jim actually said that.
Ever, he's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Now, has Nas reached out to you?
You did. The last time he was in some like this where people were comparing when him and Jay was beating on him.
Say that.
You heard? You did? Like, that, and I don't want to talk about other people's career, but let's just get to the semantics of it.
Since the whole time?
Nas.
Okay.
That's what Jim said on camera. But here's where he messed up. He clearly didn't realize who he was talking about. Nas isn't the kind to go back and forth or trade insults online. He moves in silence, linking up with billionaires, teaming with top developers, and letting power speak for him. No words needed. While Jim kept cracking jokes, Nas was busy building something major behind the scenes. Quietly, strategically, he started laying the foundation for what could be the biggest cultural power move Queens has ever seen. Jim was out here starting fake drama, while Nas hit back with the coldest flex possible, without even saying his name. He jumped on Instagram and casually dropped an ad for a $5 billion casino development in Queens. That wasn't just a move. That was a silent mic drop.
The future is not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers.
That wasn't just a business move. That was Nas basically saying, I'm too rich to argue with you. And if that had been the only fire Jim lit, maybe things would have cooled off. But nope, he had to keep pushing. This time, he went after Pusha T. Jim straight up said Pusha wasn't even top 50. Yeah, he really said that.
Oh, my dog, you're not in my top 50. You might be in Charlemagne's top 50 and things like that, but you haven't done that much for me in my life. Like, I didn't never want to be like Pusha. I never had a Pusha moment in my life. I never thought. Like, you sing along the 5 Pusha T records right now. His records.
Yes.
His records?
Yeah.
Name
I love Pusha. Nostalgia.
Oh, you was a Pusha T fan.
You know, you know.
I didn't know he had fans like that. Can you name 5 Pusha T records? No, his records.
See, but
no, can you? No, can you rap to 5 Pusha?
What Jim didn't realize? This time, it wasn't just Pusha T watching. No Malice was locked in too. Now everyone's wondering, did one wild comment from Jim actually bring Clips back together? Let's rewind real quick. Clips hadn't been active in almost 15 years. They were low-key, out the mix. But here's the twist. Way before Jim started talking, Pusha had already dropped a quiet warning in Rolling Stone. He was trying to get his brother back in the booth. He said, I'm like, yo, listen to what I just made. We can really do this. But No Malice brushed it off. Pusha added, if I had it my way, it would be the Clips. It's really up to my brother. And now, Jim might have handed them the perfect reason to reunite. The rumors started bubbling hard after the Clips touched the stage at Farrell's Something in the Water Festival back in 2022 in Virginia Beach. And suddenly, people were watching closely.
Some noise for the Clips. This is the Genesis. Now hold on. DC. Make some noise for the Clips, y'all.
At Chicago's Hyde Park Summerfest, the Clips hit the stage again, tearing through classics from Lord Willin' and Hell Hath No Fury. No Malice looked sharp, focused, like he was ready for round 2. But what happened next? That's when the energy really shifted. The brothers popped up in Paris, strutting down the Louis Vuitton runway with Pharrell, who had just taken over as creative director for LV's menswear line. Jay-Z and Beyonce were front row locked in, and right in the middle of the show, a brand new Clips track blasted through the speakers. It was raw, sharp, and there was no doubt who the bars were aimed at. Jim Jones. Pusha wasn't holding back. He was locked in, staring straight at Jim, and every lyric hit like a bullet. But this wasn't just a regular diss track. This was art. It dropped at Paris Fashion Week, right in front of the biggest names in the game. And the man behind it all? Pharrell. Fans didn't take long to start connecting the dots. Was this Pharrell's way of getting revenge? A silent chess move from LV's headquarters after years of slick talk and side eyes from Jim? Very possible, especially when you look at the timing. Jim had been out here heavy, calling Drake the greatest of all time in interviews, clearly taking sides with Pusha's biggest rival. He made his stance loud and clear during that complex interview, and the whole industry was watching.
Where he stands in this interview for Complex.
I would say he's the greatest of all times. The relevancy that he keeps showing year after year, hit after hit, record after record. Any record that he has put out has seemed to go multiple platinum. Like, that's never has happened before in this history. I mean, there's a few other people that do astronomical numbers like that, but he really in it. Like,
and just like that, Clips was back. No press run, no lead single, just a revenge track dropped on one of the most legendary stages in culture. Jim might have thought he was just talking slick, but No Malice and Pusha, they were plotting a comeback and using him to do it. Now here's the real question. Did Jim accidentally hand No Malice the coldest comeback moment in rap history? Or did he just write his own rap obituary without even knowing it? Because Clips hasn't even dropped an album yet, and the fallout's already shaken the scene. And we can't forget about Pharrell, the mastermind behind the curtain. He's not just their producer, he's family. The man who crafted their sound and shaped their whole identity. So when Jim clowned Clips in interviews, calling them irrelevant, mocking their catalog, he didn't just come for Pusha, he disrespected their entire legacy. And that's what made this so shocking. No one saw No Malice coming like this. For over a decade, he was the quiet one, the older brother who stepped away, embraced Christianity, and walked a path of peace. Meanwhile, Pusha stayed in the trenches. No Malice had made it very clear. He had no plans to rap again, until now.
And partying and do it up. And I literally tried to sear my conscience. Like, forget it. So when people say you found God, I did not find God. I was trying to party with the devil. Trust me, I was trying to go hard. God himself said, no, not you. He did not allow me to do it. And that's what I seen with my own eyes, whether anyone believes it or not.
When No Malice's voice came through the speakers during that Louis Vuitton show in Paris, it wasn't just surprising, it was chilling. Let's break that down. This wasn't some random verse. No Malice was sending direct shots. The line, "Bird talk, we all parrots," that wasn't a punchline. It was a straight-up diss aimed at Jim's whole Bird Gang brand, his crew, his image. And it didn't stop there. He name-dropped Paris and Dallas, the same exact cities Jim had just mentioned in a freestyle over the Chains and Whips beat days earlier. So yeah, No Malice isn't just talking back. He's paying attention. But here's where things got even crazier. People started realizing No Malice wasn't just rapping. He was rapping like he'd been waiting for this moment. Suddenly, his comeback wasn't some side story. It felt like a warning. He showed up to humble egos, and Jim, he gave him the perfect setup. Jim thought he was being slick by posting a clip of himself laughing at Pusha's verse from Paris. But then he hit Drink Champs, and that's where it all cracked. When NORE brought up the Clips diss, Jim dropped the cool act and slipped bad.
They say, you know, Jim, I wasn't talking about you.
I mean, and I would be hurt. That would be heartbroken. I would be so upset. You heard? I would be
You was talking about me. Yes, you were.
That right there. That was the moment he slipped and admitted it hit him. He felt it, no matter how much he tried to play it off. But behind the scenes, the pressure was showing. So what did Jim do? He jumped in the booth and fired back with his Chains and Whips freestyle. Over the same beat Clips used to diss him.
You know, it's always on the Big Mac. You'll drive through, drive by in the car with a Big Mac. The last year you dropped, that shit was garbage, take that shit back. Once you got the rubber around, trying to bring the country back. Talking about your brother, what happened to that boy? Looking like it, they selling crack to that boy. Really though, enough of the jokes, niggas get embarrassed. I really got some money.
Then came the Bet Awards. Bootleg Kev pulled Jim for a quick sit down, and Jim did what he always does, tried to act unbothered. But when Kev asked him about Clips' new single, Chains and Trumpets, Jim didn't bite his tongue. He let it fly with zero filter.
Do you like the new song?
No, but you know.
You don't like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great about it?
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so, oh man.
It's good.
So yeah, there's something going on that you ain't telling us about,
it's
bro.
It's good in what? A nostalgic value of it.
You don't think Ace Trumpets is
believe
hard?
it. I don't believe them. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to downplay nobody's craft.
Jim tried to brush it off like Clips.
Scenes has been painted for months by rumors, conjecture, and insider leaks. However, we are now getting his side of the tale for the first time. Welcome to the channel. Before we go into all the specifics, to ensure that you never miss an update on stories like this one, if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, like, and enable the notification bell. The Chief of Staff finally addressed the ongoing scandal that has surrounded him for months in a message that is rapidly becoming viral on social media. He acknowledged that there were serious personal miscommunications with Erica, but he did not affirm that they were romantically involved. Rather, he characterized their relationship as professional but emotionally complex, a statement that has only fueled the escalating rumors. Tension between them has been growing for a while, according to those close to both sides. They perennially had a solid professional connection and worked together on leadership and faith-based issues. However, over time, professional boundaries started to dissolve due to emotional emotions. Those who worked with them saw a noticeable change in energy throughout their time together, even though neither had previously spoken in public. In his remarks, the chief of staff asserted that outsiders who were unaware of the nature of their relationship misread the situation. He stressed that there was no misconduct, but admitted that anybody seeing from the outside might have interpreted his behavior differently. The public is divided over his remarks. Some interpret it as a man attempting to shield someone he greatly admires, while others think he is attempting to accept responsibility without being completely transparent. However, insiders claim that this narrative is much more complex than what was stated. Some claim that the confession was written carefully to avoid more serious ramifications, that there were instances behind the scenes that broke boundaries and were difficult to explain in a They assert that Erica Kirk's quiet is not an accident and that both sides have been counseled to use caution while speaking in order to avoid more tension inside. Tepuza, Erica hasn't made a public response. In the meanwhile, fans questioned whether this was what she had been talking about all along after her recent admission about her hardships and emotional difficulties. Nowadays, a lot of people are studying her previous speeches and interviews again in an attempt to decipher her words and uncover hidden meanings. This development is all the more fascinating since at the moment, days after a resurgence of insider activity, the Chief of Staff's comments raises the possibility that additional evidence, possibly messages or private communications, may soon surface. It's unclear if this was an effort to avoid another leak or just a moment of, there is no doubt that the story is